Did you know that nearly 90% of people with substance use disorders never seek treatment? This staggering statistic is not just a number, it represents real lives, real families, and real communities affected by the lack of adequate support and education. This alarming statistic highlights a critical gap in our understanding and approach to substance use education. It calls into question the effectiveness of our current educational systems and the resources available to those in need. It underscores the urgent need for effective, accessible, and empathetic education that can reach individuals before they fall through the cracks. Education that not only informs but also inspires and empowers individuals to seek help and support. This essay delves into the often misunderstood world of substance use education, exploring its history, challenges, and future possibilities. We will trace the evolution of substance use education from its early days to the present, examining how societal attitudes and scientific understanding have shaped its development. We'll examine the prevalent misconceptions surrounding substance use, such as the belief that it is solely a moral failing rather than a complex interplay of genetic, environmental, and psychological factors. The effectiveness of different educational approaches, including traditional didactic methods, peer-led initiatives, and community-based programs. We will look at what works, what doesn't, and why, and the importance of fostering a culture of understanding and support. A culture where open conversations about substance use are encouraged and where individuals feel safe to seek help without fear of judgment or stigma. By shedding light on this crucial topic, we aim to empower individuals with the knowledge and tools to make informed decisions about their health and well-being. Knowledge is power, and in the context of substance use, it can be a lifeline. Together we can break down the stigma surrounding substance use and create a society that prioritizes prevention, support, and recovery. A society where every individual has the opportunity to lead a healthy, fulfilling life. Join us as we embark on a journey to unravel the truth about substance use education, a journey that promises to be as enlightening as it is empowering. Through understanding, compassion, and action, we can make a difference. In today's fast-paced world, substance use has become a pervasive issue, affecting individuals, families, and communities worldwide. The pressures of modern life, coupled with the easy availability of various substances, have made this a growing concern that transcends borders and cultures. From alcohol and tobacco to prescription drugs and illicit substances, the misuse of these substances poses significant risks to physical and mental health. The consequences can be devastating, leading to addiction, chronic health conditions, and even death. Moreover, the ripple effects extend to families and communities, creating a cycle of harm that is difficult to break. Substance use education is no longer a choice but a necessity. In schools, workplaces, and community centers, it is crucial to provide comprehensive education that addresses the complexities of substance use and its impact on society. It's about equipping individuals with accurate information about the effects of substances on the body and mind. Understanding how substances interact with our biology can demystify their allure and highlight the real dangers they pose. It's about fostering critical thinking skills to evaluate risks and make responsible decisions. By encouraging analytical thinking, we empower individuals to question the narratives around substance use and make choices that prioritize their well-being. And it's about promoting healthy coping mechanisms and resilience to prevent substance misuse. Activities like mindfulness, exercise, and hobbies can provide positive outlets for stress and emotional challenges, reducing the temptation to turn to substances. Effective substance use education must go beyond scare tactics and lectures. It should be dynamic and engaging, capturing the attention of individuals and making the learning process interactive and memorable. It should engage individuals in interactive discussions, address their concerns, and provide them with the tools to navigate peer pressure and make informed choices. Role-playing scenarios and open forums can help individuals practice real-life situations and build confidence in their decision-making abilities. By embracing a comprehensive and empathetic approach to substance use education, we can empower individuals to safeguard their health and well-being, fostering a safer and healthier society for all. This holistic approach not only educates but also builds a supportive community that values health, resilience, and informed choices. Despite its importance, substance use education faces numerous challenges. One significant hurdle is the persistent stigma surrounding substance use. This stigma often prevents open and honest conversations, hindering individuals from seeking help or information when they need it most. Another challenge is the lack of accurate and up-to-date information. Misconceptions about substance use are widespread, perpetuated by myths, stereotypes, and misinformation. This lack of accurate knowledge can lead to risky behaviors and prevent individuals from making informed decisions. Furthermore, funding for substance use education programs is often inadequate, limiting their reach and effectiveness. This lack of resources can result in outdated materials, insufficient training for educators, and limited access to evidence-based programs. Addressing these challenges requires a multifaceted approach. We must work to dismantle the stigma surrounding substance use, provide accurate and accessible information, and advocate for increased funding for comprehensive education programs. Substance use education has a long and evolving history, reflecting changing societal attitudes and scientific understanding. From the early 20th century to the present day, the methods and messages have undergone significant transformations. Early approaches often focused on moralistic messages and scare tactics, emphasizing the negative consequences of substance use. These methods were designed to instill fear and deter individuals from engaging in substance use by highlighting the potential dangers and moral failings associated with it. However, these approaches proved largely ineffective, failing to address the underlying factors contributing to substance use. Students often found these methods unengaging and unrelatable, leading to a disconnect between the message and the audience. The lack of a comprehensive understanding of the root causes of substance use meant that these programs did not resonate with those most at risk. Over time, there has been a shift towards more evidence-based approaches, grounded in scientific research and emphasizing prevention, harm reduction, and early intervention. These modern methods focus on providing accurate information about the effects of substances on the body and mind, as well as teaching coping strategies and decision-making skills. Contemporary substance use education programs often incorporate interactive activities, peer support groups, and personalized counseling to address the unique needs of individuals. These programs recognize that each person's experience with substance use is different, and therefore, a one-size-fits-all approach is not effective. By engaging students in discussions and activities, these programs aim to create a supportive environment where individuals feel heard and understood. They also emphasize the importance of addressing social determinants of health such as poverty, trauma, and discrimination, which can increase the risk of substance use. By acknowledging and addressing these broader social issues, substance use education programs can provide more holistic support and create lasting change in communities. Understanding the historical context of substance use education provides valuable insights into what works and what doesn't, allowing us to develop more effective and responsive programs for the future. By learning from past mistakes and successes, educators and policymakers can continue to evolve and improve substance use education, ensuring it meets the needs of today's youth and future generations. Across borders, regional perspectives on substance use education. Substance use education varies significantly across different regions and cultures, reflecting diverse societal norms, beliefs, and resources. In some cultures, open discussions about substance use are encouraged, while in others, the topic remains taboo. For example, some European countries have adopted harm reduction strategies, such as needle exchange programs and supervised injection sites, to minimize the negative consequences of drug use. In contrast, some Asian countries have implemented strict drug laws and emphasize abstinence-based approaches. These regional differences highlight the importance of culturally sensitive and tailored approaches to substance use education. Programs should be adapted to the specific needs and beliefs of the communities they serve, taking into account local customs, languages, and cultural values. By recognizing and respecting these differences, we can develop more effective and inclusive substance use education programs that resonate with diverse populations worldwide. Shifting the paradigm, a key insight for change. One key insight that has the potential to revolutionize substance use education is the understanding that addiction is not a moral failing but a complex brain disease. This paradigm shift moves away from blaming and shaming individuals with substance use disorders and instead promotes compassion, understanding, and support. Recognizing addiction as a brain disease underscores the importance of evidence-based treatment approaches such as medication-assisted therapy and behavioral therapies. These treatments address the underlying biological, psychological, and social factors contributing to addiction, promoting long-term recovery and reducing the risk of relapse. By embracing this scientific understanding of addiction, we can challenge the stigma surrounding substance use and create a more supportive environment for individuals seeking help. This shift in perspective is crucial for fostering effective prevention, treatment, and recovery efforts. The cornerstones of effective substance use education. Effective substance use education rests on several key principles. First and foremost, it should be evidence-based, relying on scientific research and proven methodologies. Programs should be evaluated regularly to assess their impact and make necessary adjustments. Secondly, effective education should be age-appropriate, tailored to the developmental stage and understanding of the target audience. What works for elementary school children will differ from what resonates with teenagers or adults. Thirdly, education should be comprehensive, addressing various substances, their effects, and the risks associated with their use. It should also cover topics such as peer pressure, media influence, and healthy coping mechanisms. Lastly, effective substance use education should be culturally sensitive, respectful of diverse beliefs and values, and adapted to the specific needs of the community it serves. The power of knowledge, empowering ourselves and others. The application of knowledge is power, and this holds true for substance use education. By arming ourselves with accurate information, we can make informed decisions about our health and well-being. We can also empower others by sharing our knowledge and challenging misconceptions. Educating ourselves about substance use allows us to recognize the signs and symptoms of substance use disorders in ourselves and others. It enables us to have open and honest conversations with loved ones who may be struggling with substance use. Furthermore, knowledge empowers us to advocate for policies and programs that support prevention, treatment, and recovery. We can use our voices to challenge stigma, promote understanding, and create a more supportive environment for individuals and families affected by substance use. A call to action. Continuing the conversation. Substance use education is not a one-time event but an ongoing process. It requires continuous learning, open dialogue, and a willingness to challenge our own biases and assumptions. We must remain curious, ask questions, and seek out reliable sources of information. Engage in conversations with your family, friends, and community members about substance use. Share what you've learned, listen to others' experiences, and work together to create a culture of understanding and support. Support organizations working to prevent substance use and provide treatment and recovery services. Volunteer your time, donate to their cause, or simply spread awareness about their work. Together we can make a difference in the lives of individuals and families affected by substance use.